Hi, welcome to another constant analysis. My analysis today is about Elvis Presley, and what I decided to look at, and what I'm going to do as a result of which is in future I intend to have a feature called Last Words, where I look at the last words of famous people and see what's beneath what they said. So the first person is Elvis Presley, and as usual, what I've done is I've taken his words and I've colour coded them, pulled out the consonants and colour coded those as well, so you can follow those through my report. Apparently, his wife said that his last words were, "I'm going to the bathroom to read." Fairly straightforward. So I've taken those words and given a detailed interpretation of each word, which I'm now going to go through, and obviously you can follow with me. A link to my report is in the description below, so you can print that out and read that through with me, or obviously read it at your own leisure. So just to start off with, the basic interpretation is the subject felt that his matters in life had been settled and composed himself for his death. One thing I didn't know until pretty much at the end of the report was that his manager was he was a bit of a slave driver, actually, to tell you the truth, and that is probably the reason why Elvis ended up in the state that he was. The article that I read on his manager actually stated that as soon as Elvis had breathed his last, his manager was on a plane to New York, trying to get the rights to Elvis's work and his name, and his image, etc. So there's obviously no love loss, and it sort of like resolved some of the issues I had with components, some of the components in the report, which didn't seem to add up. And often that happens, and when I actually delve and research, I find out that's the reason why. There's always like a story why that actually happens. So in Elvis's case, his manager basically was unscrupulous, and obviously tried to capitalise on and steal basically Elvis's name. And so what I've done is I've managed to put that in the themes. The themes is a section of the report where I sort of like pull out all of the keywords and put them together in one place to make it easy for you to digest the rest of the report. If you're new to my channel, what I do, my method is to take the consonants out of somebody's speech, and then go through them three consonants at a time as against a source reference. And you'll find that all of that's sort of like working at the back of my report. But as I say, if you just look at the themes, that should basically give you a roadmap to the sort of like the vast bulk of the report, which is at the back. So moving on to my detailed interpretation. So I'm going to go through all of the words now that I've highlighted, and look at what I've interpreted in the forwards and the reverse for that word in the analysis, by looking at all the keywords all of the markers that are at the back of the report. So for the phrase "I'm," which is highlighted in red, I've put for my forward analysis: "I don't feel well. I've been caught unawares with pain, and I feel very uncomfortable. Death is close. I love her tenderly," i.e. his wife, "and I don't want her to know what the situation is. So I'll tell her that I'm going to the bathroom to read. I can be at rest there." So how the interpretation fits the word. Elvis is saying that he's going, i.e. Priscilla is not, and she can't follow him where he's going. He says, "I'm going," meaning he's ready, it's time. Reverse analysis. "My past is flashing before me. Ultimately, I've provided a roof over my family's head. I feel dizzy." How the interpretation fits the word. In his state of disease, Elvis thinks about his family life, and whether my family life, and whether he's achieved his aims or achieved anything at all. He comes down on the side of having achieved what a man should do for his family. The word "going," which is highlighted in yellow, I've interpreted as, in the forward analysis: "I love you so much, this is the only way I can let you know I'm not long for the world. Death has gripped me like I'm being throttled." How the interpretation fits the word. Elvis is going to the bathroom to die. Reverse analysis. "My life is drawing to a close. It was an uninterrupted success, and it hopefully turned out successfully for my family. Fire to you, death. They'll want for nothing once I'm gone. I have made sure of that. I was a legend, and I am satisfied to announce my release from this world. Hurry all you like, death. I have provided for my family. And the interpretation, how it fits the word, Elvis is going in the knowledge that his family is financially secure. The word to is highlighted in green and is interpreted as, in the forward analysis, I'm talking to my beloved, but I'm almost choking to get the words out. I feel weak and destiny awaits. I leave my family behind. How the interpretation fits the word. Elvis is talking to his wife in this place while he is in the process of going to another place. How the interpretation fits the word. Elvis is talking to... reverse analysis. The situation has become strained, but it will go well in the end. Despite my fall, fie to you, death. Elvis thinks about his family's security. His life flashes before his eyes. All the places he's been, the people he's met. His family will be fine, he saw to that. How the interpretation fits the word. Elvis is looking into the past, returning to the present, thinking about the results of his work, his family, and to the future, i.e. death that quickly approaches. The word the highlighted in cyan is interpreted as, I'm ready for what must come, I must meet my death. How the interpretation fits the word. The denotes something which is definite, in this case death. Reverse analysis. At this final moment I stand firm. I have spared no efforts for my family, which includes my child, until I have worn out. I have protected them, and now it is time for me to disappear. How the interpretation fits the word. The denotes something which is definite, in this case death. The word bathroom, highlighted in royal blue, is interpreted as, in the forward analysis, I'm feeling ill, I'm going to die. I'm rich and famous, but I'm a shadow of the person that I was on the stage. I wish I could go on longer. I'll stand firm as long as I can. I have to tell my wife in my own way, in a way that she won't grieve, that it's time to depart. I'll keep it hidden, a secret. How the interpretation fits the word. The bathroom is a place where a person goes for privacy to relieve themselves. In this instance, Elvis is using the bathroom as a means to conceal his true condition, which is hidden within, and his true intentions. Reverse analysis. Things have come to a head. My work is done, but I'll continue to the end. Elvis manages to utter almost under his breath to his wife that he's going to the bathroom. He staggers from side to side. He thinks about how this will soon all belong to her and his daughter. He thinks about the funeral, the eulogies in his name, the crying. He pulls himself together. He must stand firm. The important thing is that he has brought at least one child into the world, and she will be all right. He made sure of that. How the interpretation fits the word. The bathroom is another place different from the room he is currently in. He is going into the bathroom, just as he alludes or explains only by a sign and not directly that he is going to die. So the bathroom symbolises the transition from this life to the next, where the eulogies will be heard. The word to, highlighted in plum, is interpreted as, in the forward analysis, I feel shy from the whole situation, not being able to tell my wife the most important thing directly, but the consolation is she'll not want for anything. In the end it was a success. Elvis doesn't feel well at all. I'm going to find peace. The news will no doubt be out soon. Everyone will know of my death. My life and work are complete. How the interpretation fits the word. To denotes the outcomes, where we are going to. Elvis is going to meet his end, while his family and the world are proceeding towards their goals and aspirations in life. Reverse analysis. I go to my destiny, which I keep to myself. How the interpretation fits the word. To denotes places. Elvis keeps his situation to himself, knowing where he's about to go. The word read, highlighted in black, is interpreted as, in the forward analysis, I lie between this world and the next, awaiting my destiny. I feel happy that I've left my family in a very good situation. Forward analysis, I lie between this world and the next, awaiting my destiny. I feel happy that my family are in a very good situation. How the interpretation fits the word. Elvis is reading the indicators in his life and also his current life signs. Reverse analysis. I feel dizzy. I feel shy to explain exactly what is going on to my wife, but I need to find a way to excuse myself and escape from the situation, to find some tranquility. How the interpretation fits the word. Elvis finds difficulty in coming to terms with his situation internally and expressing himself at the same time. He is reading the difficulty of the situation. So that's like a detailed interpretation of each word. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to actually read the interpretations one after the other, so you get a more complete narrative. So here goes, starting with the word I'm highlighted in red. I don't feel well. I've been caught unawares with pain and I feel very uncomfortable. Death is close. I love her tenderly and I don't want her to know what the situation is, so I'll tell her I'm going to the bathroom. I can to read. I can be at rest there. My past is flashing before me. Ultimately, I've provided a roof over my family's head. I feel dizzy. I love you so much. This is the only way I can let you know I'm not long for the world. Death has gripped me like I'm being throttled. My life is drawing to a close. It was an uninterrupted success, and it hopefully turned out successfully for my family. Fie to you, death. They will want for nothing once I am gone. I have made sure of that. I was a legend, and I am satisfied to announce my release from this world. Hurry all you like, death. I have provided for my family. I'm talking to my beloved, but I'm almost choking to get the words out. I feel weak and destiny awaits. I leave my family behind. The situation has become strained, but it will go well in the end despite my fall. Fie to you, death. Elvis thinks about his family's security. His life flashes before his eyes. All the places he's been, the people he's met. His family will be fine. He saw to that. I'm ready for what must come. I must meet my death. At this final moment I stand firm. I have spared no efforts for my family, which includes my child, until I have worn out. I've protected them, and now it is time for me to disappear. I'm feeling ill. I'm going to die. I'm rich and famous, but I'm a shadow of the person that I was on the stage. I wish I could go on longer. I'll stand firm as long as I can. I have to tell my wife in my own way, in a way she won't grieve, that it's time to depart. I'll keep it hidden, a secret. Things have come to a head, my work is done, but I'll continue to the end. Elvis manages to utter almost under his breath to his wife that he's going to the bathroom. He staggers from side to side. He thinks about how all this will soon belong to her and his daughter. He thinks about the funeral, the eulogies in his name, the crying. He pulls himself together. He must stand firm. The important thing is that he has brought at least one child into the world, and she will be all right. He made sure of that. I feel shy from the whole situation, not being able to tell my wife the most important thing directly, but the consolation is she'll not want for anything. In the end, it was a success. Elvis does not feel well at all. I'm going to find peace. The news will no doubt be out soon, and everyone will know of my death. My life and work are complete. I go to my destiny, which I keep to myself. I lie between this world and the next, awaiting destiny. I feel happy that I've left my family in a very good situation. I feel dizzy. I feel shy to explain exactly what is going on to my wife, but I need to find a way to excuse myself and escape the situation, to find some tranquility. So that's the all of the interpretations put together to give like a more complete story. So now I'll proceed on to the themes. The themes are like I've mentioned. I take the keywords out of the markers at the end of the report and put them into some sort of like order to help you to get a sense of the markers. So if you do actually decide to go and read them yourself, you've already been prepped and got a roadmap for them. So I've categorized the themes into the people. Mostly into the people that are involved. Elvis the person, Tom Parker, his manager, Colonel Tom Parker, Elvis the artist, his condition, his family, Priscilla, Lisa, and death. So starting with Elvis the person, these are just keywords. Aim, conceal, coward, death, announce, depart, dizzy, dodge, duck, face someone, firm, stand, hesitate, lament, peace, find, ponder, rest, signal, spin, think over, yearn, wish, worm-eaten. Tom Parker, cheat, deceive, destroy, ensnare, entice, harm, harsh, treatment, misguide, mislead, murder, trick, wrong. Elvis the artist. Appearance on stage, duped, easy circumstances. Expression, visual. Feather one's nest, market, find a good. Find a good market. News, rich, rumours. Succeed, uninterrupted, wealthy. Condition, discomfort, faint, lean, pain. Pustules, sapped, weak. Family, defend, easy, enrich, facilitate, prosper, provide, smooth, go, thrive. And this thing about pustules, that's actually an exact marker. In other words, there is an actual exact match in the source reference. So it makes me wonder about what his actual condition was, because I've never heard that about him. I heard towards the end, about something about his medical conditions, which I won't mention here. But obviously that's come out. So usually when you get an exact marker, it's quite definitive, and that's quite a short one as well. It's very specific. So if that is the case, that's obviously something that he would have been thinking about. Family. Defend, easy, enrich, facilitate, prosper, provide, smooth, go, thrive. Priscilla. Broach, conversation, topic, humour, someone, love, tender. There's actually the marker for loving somebody tenderly, which actually I think was one of his songs, wasn't it? Love Me Tender. So there you go. Lisa, fledge. There's a marker for feathering one's nest and fledglings. But there's also connotations of richness as well. That's in the marker as well. Death, burial. There's a mention of that. Choke, destiny, kill, surprise. And it's almost as though, in a sense, it's like death is personified. It's a person. When you actually read the analysis, if you go through the markers, it's as though it's death that he's decrying. Not as much as his rather overbearing manager. So with regards to I made some comments. My comments are sort of like extra to the analysis. So the first one is, overall, the analysis tells the story of a famous man who feels that he is about to die, and in a split second has a flood of memories as his life flashes before him. In that moment, his family hits him, and he returns to the present, his wife and daughter. Then he relaxes slightly, embraces himself despite his weakened state to prepare his wife for the news. Given what he's going through, the best he can think is to mutter under his breath that he's going to the bathroom to read. So he just manages to get something out. He doesn't know how to say it. He knows what his real intentions are, and he knows that the one he loves dearly won't immediately grieve. This is the story of a family man whose family were at the core of his life, and you really do get that impression. What greater sacrifice could anyone make, i.e. for their family? And then my second comment is with regards to Colonel Tom Parker. It is known that Elvis's manager pushed him to the state that he found himself terminally in. I cannot but wonder that the cheating and duping mentioned over more than one marker are a reference to his manager. There appears to have been no love lost, but before Elvis was called, Parker was unbelievably on a plane to New York to negotiate the merchandising rights for the Dead Star's name and likeness. The marker which contains the components to provide a string for a bow, there's actually a marker to provide a string, for a bow, actually a bow and arrow, is mentioned twice in the markers within a short space of each other, as though Elvis on some level is indicating to his wife, it's not my fault, it's his fault that this is happening, because it happens literally in the markers. If you look in the markers to give somebody a string for a bow, it's there, and then there's a few markers, then it's there. It's repeated twice. It's quite amazing. So that's all I have for you today. That was Elvis Presley and his last words according to his wife. I hope you enjoyed the analysis. If you did, remember to like, share and subscribe by pressing the relevant buttons below. I look forward to seeing you in the next analysis, which hopefully should be it should be on J.K. Rowling and the first line of her book, The Prisoner of Azkaban, which actually is in film format is one of my favourites. Although looking at the first line, I don't think the written version would have been particularly to my interest. It seems a bit weak, but anyway, that's just my opinion. So I look forward to seeing you then.